got your back. My brother, my brother, brother, my brother, 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 my brother, brother. My brother, my brother, brother, my brother, 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 my brother, brother. I got your back. You can tell him, I got your back. You my brother, you my brother, my brother, my brother. I got your back.
Yeah, Man the Brother Podcast Show. My boy. I want to welcome you to the neighborhood. We call the brotherhood. What we doing together as brothers. We in this band. We uplift, encourage, and inspire each other to win this thing that we call life. And today on this show, I got my brother, one and only Mo A. What's up, Mo A?
Hey, shalom, my brother, shalom. All praise be to the Most High God. You know what I mean? Doing all right, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm good. We can get into this thing. It's been a minute since we had a show. But today, trying to crank it back up. So it's been a minute, Mo A. I'm glad to have you back on the show.
It's good to be back.
All my other brothers, they kind of occupied, man. We do more than just be brothers towards each other, man. We got family, we're fathers, we're sons, we're husbands, uncles, and all the above. You understand what I'm saying? But we brothers, one to another, man. We want to see each other win. That's what we're here for. We're here to uplift each other, encourage each other. So today, let's get into it, man. I ain't even gonna hold it. I'm not even gonna keep you long. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. As we always do, man, we have great conversation together, man. Me and you, man. So, it's good to have you here, bro.
Hey, man, hey, it's good to be here, man. You know what I'm saying? I miss the people, man.
Yo, man. So I got a clip I want to share with you, man. Basically, and those for you guys that are watching, hey, none of this is rehearsed. We haven't rehearsed anything, man. We ain't haven't had time to rehearse. My brother said, "Hey, man, we gotta do a show." I came up with a topic. We doing this show. It was just that quick. We've been here just for a few minutes just to set things up and get things working. So here we go. This is totally unscripted. I gave him the topic and probably an hour, probably about an hour or so ago. He got the topic. Now we getting ready to roll. So yo, man, I'm gonna show this clip, man. We'll roll with it. You good?
Oh yeah. Let's see what's popping, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
All right, I'm gonna play the clip. I'm gonna play it for about 2 minutes, man. Let you see what really going on in the conversation. The brother gonna try to explain himself, and then what me and Mo A gonna do, we gonna get in here and break it down ourselves. So check it out. Here we go.
All of this in terms of high value is subjective at the end of the day. This is my opinion. Somebody could have a different opinion, have your own opinion as far as if you are indeed a high value woman. So it can go as far as a woman basically offering a broke man a place to stay. And I'm not trying to be funny, but to him, she may be considered a high value woman. To a man who doesn't have a car and a woman's letting him drive her car, may be considered high value. It just all depends, and it's subjective. Like I said, a woman who's able to bear children can be considered high value. It's all subjective. It could be a number of things, a myriad of things. So it all depends on what the man is looking for. But just talking about as far as man, what does a high value man consider a high value woman for the most part, or what we're just talking about in general. And like I said, it's all qualities. A high value man may be looking for a particular woman, and that could be from looks, that could be based upon her looks, based upon how much money she makes, based upon her success. These are all measurable things and quote unquote quantifiable, if you want to say beauty quantifiable. But that's just another thing. One thing about beauty, and I'm just gonna put this out there.
All right. I kind of think you can see where he going and what he talking about. I think. Basically in the discussion, what he's saying is he giving his term and definition of what a high value woman is. See, to me personally, I'm gonna leave it to Mo A. What you think about that, man?
I'm gonna tell you, from his perception of what the value of a woman is a very, how would you call it, fleshly or materialized value. So you know, a person that values what somebody has or how somebody looks, you know what I'm saying? That's what they're gonna draw. They're gonna draw somebody who might present themselves in the manner that they looking for, but at the same time,
Hold up, man. Hold
if
on.
they think that they're gonna bring them happiness, they might be, you know what I'm saying? They
Say it
might be
again.
a little, a little confused on that. You know what I mean? You know,
Say it
he talking about he might value somebody by how they look. You know what I'm saying? Some people might value somebody by how they look. Okay, how a person looks doesn't determine what's in that person's mind. So that looks can be very deceiving.
So check it out, man. I'm gonna Google that term, that phrase, or whatever you want to call it. Have you ever heard this been mentioned or in conversation before? I ask you that. Have you ever heard somebody talk about the traits or the characteristic of a high value woman? Have you ever heard that in conversation before?
I mean, we hear people talk about what they want. They might not use the term value, but they'll just say term like, "Oh, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a lot of women. They'll look for a man who has a lot of money or has a nice car or a big house or one who they feel like can provide them with those things. You know what I'm saying? So they might not say the word value, but and the thing what they looking for, that in itself showing what it is that they value. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
About
So check this out. You know, I gotta throw stuff out there at you, man. High value woman. I just Googled it. Hot off the press. I just Googled. I'm gonna give you the first thing that I came across when I Googled it. So check it out. You see what I got here, man? Say 11 traits of a high value woman. All right. And this is updated January the 5th, 2021. So this is fresh, hot off the press. These days, more and more people are choosing to be single. In fact, we have more single people in the world right now than at any other point in history. 2017 statistic from the U.S. Census Bureau have revealed that 50.2% of Americans are single. This could be for several reasons, but for many women, they are choosing to put their well-being, career, and themselves above finding a partner. They are also happier for it. That's one thing. Browse all that number stuff. What is a high-value woman? Simply put, a high-value woman is someone who knows her worth and exudes and energy that goes beyond the physical. That energy attracts other people like moths to a flame. But she is careful about who she allows into her life. A high value woman is someone who is not just highly sought after by men, but is someone who knows her inherent value and can hold her own regardless of what people say or to do her. She may not be the most physically attractive. So that kind of like goes against what the dude just was saying, but she has something more valuable and enduring than that. She embraces her femininity and sexuality and poses a confidence that exudes from unwavering self-love and self-esteem. And I'm gonna leave it right there. Want to the website right here. You can go check it out on your own, but I'm gonna leave that alone right there. So what you think about that, bro?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Those results, you know what I'm saying? 50-some% of people are single.
Single.
That in
I mean,
itself show that
that single don't mean that they not with somebody, mean that they not married. That's what single really mean. You're not married. You could be with somebody, but you're not married to them, so you're really single. So that
well, you know,
would probably be that number.
well, it would really be determined on what you consider to be marriage, you know what I mean? And you know, like our ideals, like where did these ideals come from in the first place? I mean, like 50-some% of people are single, you know what I'm saying? That means they don't have a helpmate. So that is not a success in the you know what I'm saying, ideology in itself. That's
So
not a
what's
that's a
how
failure.
how would you define a high value woman then?
A
Well,
high value woman. Hey, in order for me to define a high value woman, I'm gonna have to take y'all to the scriptures on this, man. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell y'all what you know what I'm saying, what I believe to be
so
a high value woman.
hold on before you go there. So you saying a high value woman is in the Bible?
Is she in the Bible? A high
No,
value?
I
I
mean,
can tell you what I value as a
okay,
high.
just give me simply in your terms, what's a high value woman?
In a simplified term, man, a high value woman, man, first, she's kind, she's uplifting, you know what I'm saying? And she's a woman who will put her hands out to help people. You know what I'm saying? When she works and she don't mind being at the house and tending to the house and tending to her family, her man, her children. And you know what I'm saying? She also will put for her hand to know to help to provide for that household. You know what I'm saying? That's taking it back to, you know what I'm saying, the original purpose of the woman. You know what I mean? To
Okay,
be a
so okay, show me that in the Bible. You were saying that you see that high value woman is in the Bible. That's where you were getting at.
hey, and not that term high value, but it would be called a virtuous woman.
A virtuous woman. So,
This would be a virtuous woman. You
oh,
know what I mean?
so in your opinion, then, a high value woman is a virtuous woman.
Hey, oh yeah. If in my eyes, a high value woman would be a virtuous woman,
So,
because if you find a woman that meets all those traits, you won't have no need for another woman because
so
she'll be.
if a woman meet all these things that were described in that article, that's not a virtuous woman.
Oh no, not in that article. Oh no. Oh no, not in that. No, not in that
Like
article.
virtuous and high value are two different things. What makes a person high value? That's the thing. Like, how can you, as a human being, say another person is high value or low value? I mean, if you're gonna describe, and that's what the dude was saying in the YouTube video, is that you can describe a high value woman, then there's also a low value woman. When you say,
Oh yeah, but see, value, different people gonna value different things. You know what I'm saying? Like one person's definition of what they value might not be the same as the next. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
So you know what
So
I'm saying? I mean, you can compare that to the same way as some people might value material things. You know what I'm saying? Some people might value cars. That's what they value. So they spend more on that because that's what they love. That's what they mind is set on.
so it's the person that brings the outlook of what's valuable to of a woman. Like the woman herself, is she the one that determines her value, or is it the people that are looking on her, or the people that's around her? Who determines that person's value? That's what I'm asking. Who determines whether what this woman is doing with her life and the things around her, and what makes that a quality of value? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because the stuff that you was naming and the stuff that he was naming, and then the stuff that's in the article are different characteristics. They were different values. They are different qualities that in that person. And it depends on the person whose opinion. Like the dude said that your opinion can vary from person to person, but because I might value one thing and you might value one thing doesn't make that person that we talking about that's in discussion a high value or a low value person. I mean, like he said, if I just need somebody to give me a ride and she happened to be that woman to give me the ride, do that make her a high value woman? Really? Come on. Just, you know.
It'll make her high value in a place where ain't nobody got no cars. You know what I'm saying?
but really, is it? Because she can be the nastiest, unvirtuous woman that you ever met in your life. But because she got a car to give you a ride, that make her high value.
So really, when it boils down to it, people need to change, or people need to think about what it is that they value in life.
Wow, that's
and
true.
what they value in people.
So let me ask you this. So you finna get into that Bible, right?
Right.
So in that Bible that you mentioned, what you said a virtuous woman, like what that show me that. Show me that. Show me what the Bible say that virtuous woman is, and show me what it mean that what in the Bible that determines that that woman is valuable. Show me that. Like, because this dude saying high value, and I'm quite sure there are women out here who doing this thing and trying to live and determine and proclaim that they are high value. But at the same time, are you really high value? Because you drive a Mercedes, do that make you high value? Because you own or run your own company or your business, do that make you high value? That's my question. Like, who's really putting the tag on on the person? Like, if that makes sense. Like, if I made a software and I would say me being the developer that it's high value because of the demands that it meet, or the work that it does, or the convenience that it brings, then I can say it high value. But if you need none of the services that it brings, is it high value?
Exactly. And if it don't bring joy and excitement and all these things to your life, was it really that value?
But because somebody brings joy to your life, they do all this stuff, do that make them high value?
Hey, look, like when somebody looking for something in which they value, are they not, when they looking for something, are they not looking for something that's gonna bring them some type of pleasure or some type of
because something bring you joy or pleasure doesn't mean it has a high value. And I'm gonna leave that alone.
Look, hold on. We can't leave it alone quite
I mean,
yet.
hey, bro, that's what it is. I mean, I play it safe because you go buy you a $10 bag of weed or whatever substance you get high off of because you want it and need it and enjoy it and it bring you pleasure and it cause you a great joy of fulfillment, doesn't mean that it is high value. You get what I'm saying?
No, but it means that people value it. Do not
So,
what you call a weed head. Try to find the best quality of weed because they value
so
some good smoking
it's
with
still a
it.
good point, but it's still not valuable because it just ain't valuable. You know,
No, in actuality,
that's a
to
good
one
point though. That's a good point.
reality, in
I
actuality to one who seeks
en- enjoy
or
the services or the
or
high or the convenience, and yeah, I get you. You're right. You're right. That could be a high value. So let's get back to this woman thing because you were saying in the Bible. Go ahead. Where the Bible describes a high value woman or whatever you were going. Go ahead.
virtuous woman. I'm gonna
Virtue.
take you to Ecclesiastes. I'm gonna take you to Ecclesiastes chapter 1, well, chapter 31, verse 10. And it said, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband does safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand. She is like the merchant ship. She bring her food from afar. She rides also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household and a portion to her maiden. She consider a field and buy it with the fruit of her hand. She plant a vineyard. She girdeth her loins with strength and strengthens her arm. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle
Merchandise.
goeth by night. Man, I can go
A,
on and
a
on.
merchandise. Hey,
You
hey,
know what I'm
that's thunder right there. I can't even say that. Hey, that's high value. That's high value right there.
saying?
Go back and read it in slow motion because you were going too fast. I need to make a checklist. Do it again. Say it again. Start over.
I'm gonna start over, man. And they say, who can find a virtuous woman?
Who
For
could
her
find a
price
virtuous woman
is far above rubies. See,
Okay.
above rubies. The
above
heart
above jury? Go ahead.
so that he shall have no need of spoil. She
No
will do
need
good and
for.
not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax and worketh willingly with her hand. She is like the merchant ship. She bring her food from afar. She rides also while it is yet night and give meat to her household and a portion to her maiden. She
That's
consider a field
thunder.
and
All right, man.
so
All
you
right,
know
all right, all
when
right.
she go buy a house, she finna go buy a house for her man and her children. And she working because she helping that man.
So
She
okay. You that thunder. You right. Okay, that's a high value woman. And what makes her that description of a woman high value? I say that it shows that she's valuable to the people that's important to her, for as husband, kids, community. So, and the things that she add to their life and their situations seems to make them better. I think that what you were describing it earlier. So I give you that. So that's I would say that yeah, man, that's a high value woman.
oh yeah, I would say so too. Ain't nothing
So
like it.
okay, check it. Who can find a high value virtuous woman?
Wait,
So, all right, according to what the description that I started out with, according to what the dude was saying in the video, according to what you just read out the Bible, I should have posted that too. Um, who can find a virtuous woman? All those qualities. So, if that's a high value woman, who determines her value? From what you just did, from what you read, not your opinion, just from coming from the Bible. Who determines a woman's value?
hey, according to what I just read from these scriptures, the one who created the woman determined what is valuable, what a valuable woman is.
So God created the woman, so God determines who the value of the woman. So
Exactly.
okay, that's what's up. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So if God created the woman, he determines the value. Why you say that? What's what's your point on that? On saying that?
Point is, you know what I'm saying? The woman was made for a certain purpose, just like the man was made for a certain purpose.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? As long as the man and the woman stay within their purpose, then they will have a long, prosperous life, and they will also raise their
The purpose
children
they
to be
design.
the same, and they will also raise their children to have the same type of lives. You know what I mean?
Values.
You know what I'm saying? Those are things that are valuable. You know, things that gonna pass on from generation to generation.
So
But
let's
you know,
get to it, man. I like the discussion. I like what you're saying. So God designed man and he designed the woman. He gave them purpose. But
right.
so what was the purpose that he made the woman for? What is the purpose? What was the woman designed for a man? Like to be the man's helpmeet, right?
To help me.
So that virtuous woman, all of that stuff you were describing, it was that woman being a helpmeet to the man, what made her be virtuous in her character would make her be high value. So God designed women to be man's helpmeet. So when she being that helpmeet, then she high value. Oh, that hard.
Oh yeah. Then she is high value.
I don't know, bro.
And then we look
That's
at these
hard. That's
many
hard.
single people there is out here, man. How
So
many?
so basically, I mean, this is my understanding. Y'all can, take it how you want to. You can hit me hard, shoot me, whatever you want to do when you see me. But this is just how I'm taking this. So you said if God designed the woman and God gave the woman her purpose, then that's what, when she fulfilling that part in that role, that's what making her virtuous. Then when she's not doing all of that, so she's not virtuous, so she's not high value. Even if she drive a car or Mercedes, even if she run her own business, if she ain't doing what she was designed to do by God, then the purpose and the value that she living, it ain't as high because he is the most high and he made the one up the decree and the order and the design of her and who she is and what she to be. So if he made that and she ain't doing it, then she can't be high value if he is the highest. I'm just throwing some stuff together. What you say, man? That makes sense.
Hey man, everything you just said makes sense, man. You right on point, my brother. You right on point because it's just plain and simple. If the Most High designed you to be like that in order to be considered value, then who told you that with your other definitions of value, you know what I'm saying, with the right way? And then you look at the world that we living in, it's obvious that we don't been misled somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We don't been misled somewhere. I like for instance, okay, a woman will focus on just her money or focus on her own success, okay, but at the same time, she ain't got no man. Where's her protector?
Oh,
She out
okay.
fine.
The
Who
high,
gonna help her? Who gonna help her? Who gonna help protect if a stranger, a man come up in the house, you know what I'm saying, ready to rob and pillage, and she ain't finna hardly be able to fight off that man. You know what
so
I'm
so the 11 traits in this article, the 11 traits of a value woman. She knows her worth. She loves and respects herself. She is kind and compassionate.
okay?
She is committed to learning and growth.
Okay, no,
She is self-aware and empathy. She is grounded in maturity. She is not afraid to speak her mind. She's passionate. She has class. She's take care of herself. She embraces her vulnerability. And the takeaway of all these things is the high value woman is many things, but above and beyond, she is a woman who knows her value and only wants people in her life who values her too. She owns, love, and respect herself and knows her life is no less abundant without a man in it and that it is what makes her high. It is what makes her a high value woman.
Mm, mm, mm. Man, bro. I mean, like that serpent, man. The serpent's tongue is so slick that it can weasel lies right into your earlobe, and then it'll soothe your mind and make you believe that what it is he just told you was the truth and was the facts. You know what I mean? But man, if I go into these scriptures, man, it's
Go to
speaking.
the scripture, man. I want to hear what you got, bro. I want to hear what you got.
Man,
Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
have to take y'all to Corinthians chapter 11.
Okay.
So I got to take y'all there, man. After hearing that, man, I got to take y'all there, man.
Well, you know how I do it, bro. I can't let you just throw a scripture at me, man. You got to do the whole thing. Go ahead.
Chapter 11.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ. Now I praise you, brethren, that ye remember me in all things and keep the ordinances as I delivered them to you. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Christ, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Christ is God. Every man praying or prophesying, having his head covered, dishonors his head. But every woman that prays or prophesies with her head uncovered, dishonors her head. For that, for that is even all one, as if she were shaven. But if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God. But the woman is the glory of the man. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. Nevertheless, neither is the man without the woman, neither the woman without the man in the Lord. For as the woman is of the man, even so is the man also by the woman, but all things of God. Do I need to keep on?
All right, man. You gotta break that down. No.
It gotta
Oh,
be simple.
you know me, man. You can't just throw scripture at me, man. You gotta come with it. Go ahead.
It was all ordained from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? The purpose of the woman
Designed by God.
and the purpose of the man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was designed by the one who created it. And anytime we step out of line with the design, with the divine design,
Uh-huh.
we find sorrow. We lose our track of what is valuable. We lose track of the things which are important, and it's like a generational curse that we all continue to suffer from. And we wonder why the man ain't standing up right now at this time, you know what I'm saying, in the face of our enemies, because we too busy fussing and fighting with our woman, because our woman is over here with her definition of value, and the man over here with his definition of value, and you know what I'm saying, and both of them out of line, cause they both of them trying to do all these extra things to please one another, and ain't nobody getting pleased because they now what is pleasing the Most High. For a day.
That was well spoken, man. I like that, man. I like it.
All praise be to the Most High, man.
So bring it back around, man. I'm gonna give an overview of what we just talked about. I know it ain't what you want to hear, but basically the discussion of high value women in the time 2021 that we living in. All this stuff, to me personally, I think we living in a selfish time where people only thinking about themselves. Women, young and old, men, young and old. We even teaching our kids to think about themselves first. But the question is, when it comes to this topic of high value women, what makes a woman valuable? according to my brother Mo A and myself, you cannot be a high value if you're outside of the purpose and design that you were created for. You are. So if you are man or woman outside of that purpose and design, then you probably lose value than you thinking you gain. You're probably losing more value than you gain. Why? Because you're doing something or you're in a place of misery, more than likely, because you're not in the place of the fullness of joy that God have created and designed you to be in, because he designed you to be a certain way, to live a certain life, to have a certain happiness about yourself. That's one thing. The other thing is you sharing this viewpoint, this mindset, this lack of not highness, but lowness. But that's just my point. So whether you in this world with a condo, where you with rings on every finger, jewelry all over yourself, makeup, you may be beautiful, you may be very astonishing, you may be very eye-pleasing, man or woman. But it doesn't make your value go up. Matter of fact, your value cannot be determined by man. I can't tell you who your value is, because I didn't make you. But you know just as well as I know, because you look good, feel good, smell good, taste good, doesn't mean that you good. But they're just me. So at the end of the note, Mo A, I want to encourage my brothers. I want to encourage my ladies. My sisters. First of all, is that we have to value ourselves. That's number one. That's the thing that in the article it did say. Well, when you value yourself, you will want to be accepted and pleased and esteemed by the Most High. You will want that because he's the creator. But if you don't know that, then it's hard to know your value. I'm just saying. So with our brothers, we have to know what we're looking for in a woman, because when we know when we know what God has given us in women, then we'll know how to esteem them beyond their physical beauty, beyond, like dude said, whether they can do something for you or not, because their design is to be our helpmeet. So when we let them know that it's a helpmeet that we want in this life, they'll start desiring to be that helpmeet instead of being in competition with people. I better stop right there, because I might get by a car when I cross the street or something. So that's my take on it. That's my point. High value. You're high value because the Most High Elohim declares that you are high value. You're high value when you're in his purpose and in his design. Anything outside of that. Mo A, appreciate you being on the show again, bro.
Yeah, my brother.
Oh, man. Did you feel like you got everything you want to say, man? I don't want you to hold back, man.
Hey, man, I'm good, man. Cause you know, man, when the Most High work, man, you said enough to cover for anything. I love that.
So, man, that's our show for today. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, and be looking for the next show. We gonna do more of this, man. Like I said, man, we here to esteem, encourage, inspire you to want to change, live better, feel better. You gotta know who we are. All right, man, that's our show for the night. Band of Brother Podcast. We out.
Yo, you know what it is. You can always reach us, Band of Brothers, at 678-435-9076. Again, that phone number is 435-9076, where you can leave a voicemail, leave us something. Let us know what you're doing in your community to become a Superman or woman in your community, or what it means to you, or any other show that you actually want to comment on. Let us know what your thoughts are, all right? We are so eager to hear from you. You can also reach out to us through email if you're shy with your voice, through at Gmail, well, Dana Brothers, spelled with a Z, pod, DanaBrothersPod@gmail.com, all right? Can't wait to hear from you guys, and stay tuned for the next episode, all right?